Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I don't really know what I want to do today, but I want to play with some new makeup. It's been a while. So I got like the most fantastic PR package, I think it was last week, and I'm gonna show you it. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Kaleidos? I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that so wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Kaleidos? And then I also have this box full of goodies as well. It's got blushes, highlights, lip products. Oh, happy days. I'll actually definitely use them as well. Eyeliners, primers, and eyeshadow palettes. So I think I'm definitely want to use some of them eyeshadow palettes today. And then I treated myself to some brand new Huda Beauty products. I also treated myself to a load of well, whenever I say a load of Pat McGrath stuff, who do I think I am these days? That package is actually supposed to arrive today, but oh well, we're just gonna get into it. The package will probably arrive as soon as I put foundation on, but oh well. So I'll show you like this PR package first of all. If you are here for the tutorial, I'm so sorry, but we will get into it eventually. So this is the PR package. Isn't it beautiful? So this is their new powders and contour kits. That's what the powders look like there. So these are the face illuminators. So that's the light one. And then we have the Symphony Contour Trios. That's what it looks like there. And I actually have the website up here, so I'm able to actually show you. So let me see. So this shade on this side is Fill, Sculpt and Chisel. So it's kind of like a highlight and contour and bronze. So the shade here is obviously, so the lighter shades are obviously to like highlight, so the lighter shades are obviously to highlight, and then the middle shades are obviously going to sculpt, chisel, contour, etc. And then the and then obviously the warmer one is going to bronze up the skin. What shade's that? Tan. I can actually still get away with that one. And then this is the lightest one, which I definitely wouldn't get away with. That's far too cool tone for me. Let me see. We'll go on. I'll actually show you like the deepest one. So we have deep. So that's the darkest one there. And then there's that one. Honestly, how nice are they? So I think I might take one of the illuminating face powders. So I think I might take one of the Symphony face illuminators to actually use to actually set my under eyes and my skin today. So that was the medium one and that was the light. Do you know what? I think I might take just the medium one. And then for my bronzer, I'm gonna take the Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Tan for my bronzer. I think that'll be a pretty good shade for me for my bronzer. They also sent me these blushes as well, so I'm gonna take the shade Sunburn. Okay, let's start on my brows. I'm treating this today. Or I'm not, depends how you feel about people doing their eyebrows on camera. I hate it. I find it so boring. But anywho, so I'm just gonna try and slap these babies down, slap them about a bit, you know. So the brow products I've been using and absolutely loving recently have been the Eyebrow Hold Up Brow Styling Wax. I got this actually sent to me in PR about a couple of months ago, and I've been using it literally ever since. I'm not too sure. I have my ring light on, by the way. That's why like the lighting might be a wee bit off, but I'm not too sure if you'll be able to see, but I've hit pan quite a bit. I kind of feel like at the minute my brows are, they're okay. I feel like I'm always on a journey with my brows. They're just the most unruly bitches. They honestly just need slapped about every now and again. The consistency and formula of it is very similar to the Anastasia Brow Freeze, you know, the way it's like that clear, waxy consistency. But no, I really like it because I do have like really thick, coarse brow hairs, and they're so unruly. I love it because it doesn't like completely stick my brow hairs like down to my face, and it doesn't like completely dry down to the point where you're not able to have any playtime or any give with it. Like, don't get me wrong, like eventually it will dry down, but it kind of takes a while, and I know most people, or some people, might like something that sticks like completely straight away. That's obviously personal preference, but I like to be able to have a wee bit of playtime and a wee bit of give with my brows, because they're all over the place. I need to kind of figure out which way some hairs are going. I'm just like, oh my god. Then obviously once it settles and sticks, that's it. It's really, really good. And they were actually kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. I'm actually not too sure what the discount code is, but I'll actually leave it up here on the screen. I'll obviously have that all linked down below or anything. And I'm now taking this wee brow pencil. It's from Revolution. So I'm just doing like a wee line just at the front of my brow. And then kind of whenever I get to my arch, using really light pressure, I'm just going to kind of fill in like those wee sparse areas until I kind of get to my tail. I just kind of do like wee hair flicks. And then coming up to the front of the brow again, just trying to fill in like any wee sparse areas, but also trying to like mimic wee fake hairs as well. These wee pens, I've been loving these wee pens. I actually got a new one there the other day. NYX Lift and Snatch, a brow tint pen. This wee brow pen is fantastic to just like really, really mimic the look of wee hairs, like especially at your tail. Like, can you see that? Can you see that? Just apply a wee bit of concealer to my lids to carve out my brows, just to kind of act as a wee bit of a base for my shadows or whatever. So now to prime my skin. My skin honestly feels so dry today. I'm going to be taking the LMS Superfood Glowing Prime and Moisturiser. It definitely wouldn't be my favourite. As you can see, it's gave my skin like a really nice beautiful glow. So if you're somebody that actually does like that look to the skin, go for it. So for foundation, Be Perfect in the shade M5. I've yet to get myself the Holly Boon foundation, mainly because it's out of stock. They don't have my shade in stock, and it's really frustrating me. So I know my foundation shade might look a wee bit off to my neck and the rest of my body, but I just freshly done my tan last night, and dirty bitch. I haven't washed it off yet, but trust me, it's the shade that matches my tan. I just love this foundation. It's so good. This foundation is a really good price at the minute, by the way, guys, for Black Friday. I think it's usually $19.95, whereas I think you can get this for £13 at the minute. So I'll obviously have it linked and listed down below for you. So this is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Concealer. So I got the shade Royal Icing. So I'm just going to put like the tiniest wee bit of that on, because I feel like this is going to be like pretty full coverage, just like her foundations, and I'd say a little does go a long way. I also loved like her previous concealer, but I think I just got like the wrong shade. It was like far too light. I really loved like a bright under eye, but it was just like ridiculous. Oh yeah. I literally have like nothing but high hopes for this concealer anyway, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, I freaking love concealer, you know. Really, really easy to blend out. Nice and creamy. Of course, full coverage. Love that. The colour is really, really good actually. It's not like too stark white of my under eyes. It's just really nicely highlighted and brightened my under eyes. How it's sitting on my under eyes is looking pretty good as well so far, and I would say it has kind of like a satin look to it, but I would say it's going to dry down kind of like a soft matte. It should be Cosmetics Soft Focus Concealer, and I'm going to be taking the shade SF5W to bronze. Setting the skin now with the COLLAB Symphony Face Illuminator. So this is $16. It blurs, mattifies and delivers a from within radiance. Naturally brightens targeted areas we're just going to start that again. Naturally brightens targeted areas for enhanced dimension, and also blurs skin texture. So the shade I'm using is medium. So the medium shade looks fairly good for me actually. The light shade looks good as well. I'd be able to get away with it, only it has a slight pink undertone. I'm literally just looking at the shades on like the promo email that I got. Set my under eyes, down the sides of my nose, smile lines, mouth area. I do apologise if you can hear my neighbour's dog barking. Okay, I'm gonna zoom these in. And you can still see like my pores and everything, right? Texture, all that good stuff, but it has just nicely blurred. I know it did say in like the wee promo thing that it does like blur your skin and everything. Okay, from a distance, yes, my skin does look blurred, and realistically, who's right in your face, you know, whenever you're like speaking to somebody or you're just in somebody's company. From a distance, yeah, my skin looks blurred, but obviously up close you can obviously like see like my texture, my pores and everything. But it's perfect. My under eyes look flawless. I haven't done my forehead, so I'm just gonna go boop. I just take like the tiniest wee bit, and I'm just going to press that on just in like wee pattern motions. I only like to do like the center of my forehead, by the way, with a tiny wee bit of powder. Just enough to kind of just set the makeup in place, but not enough to actually completely mattify it. For my loose powder, again a powder I'm so excited for. This powder was a motherfucker to get the hold of. This is also from Huda Beauty, and it's the Easy Bag Loose Powder in the shade Cherry Blossom. This powder has been out of stock for how long? Everywhere. I had to get this off ASOS. That's actually where I got the concealer as well, by the way, which is actually really handy. The ASOS stocks Huda Beauty. Like, why am I only finding out about this? I love the packaging, like how it opens up. This is actually my second Huda Beauty powder. I have Pound Cake. Love it. Absolutely love it. It is like my go-to powder. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about this one. It's like Cherry Blossom, so it has like the tiniest wee tint of pinkness to it, pink goodness as you will. And it's just kind of basically to just nicely just like brighten up the under eye. That's what it looks like there. It looks like a strawberry milkshake. I'm gonna zoom these in a wee bit so you can see like on the skin like that pink isn't really coming off, by the way, so like don't be letting that intimidate you. Wow, we are having a good makeup day. Like as you can see, like it's really nicely brightened my under eye. Literally no difference I feel to Pound Cake. Yeah. Taking the Barbie and Colourpop highlighter. I'm just going to take the tiniest wee bit of this. So for blush, I lifted the Mono blush in the shade Sunburnt. Again, the packaging is just like the palette that I'm going to be using. It's kind of like a lace type of style. But again, also the packaging absolutely stunning. It's so different actually. I think that's what I love about it. And that's the colour of it there. So it's actually a really like a bright coral with like kind of like a peachy undertone. Definitely my kind of colour. So I'm just going to take a wee bit of this. Oh. My blush is quite nice actually. It's coming off a wee bit more pink on the skin than I would prefer, but it's still really nice. It took a while to actually start to build up the pigment, which I quite like that actually, because I don't like blushers that are really like pigmented, like boom straight away. I like to be able to have the balance or the freedom. I like to be able to have like the freedom to kind of pick how intense I want my blush. I think this is supposed to come off. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to use that shade there. I just never contour, ever. That's great! Who puts stuff like this in their face? Does anybody actually contour anymore? Like for real, for real. Like, are you somebody that genuinely contours their face? Okay, so this is the medium shade, is it? Oh no, it's tan. Tan? Wow, that's not that dark for it being tan, is it? I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, I maybe spoke too soon. That's quite nice actually. Again, just like the blush, you kind of need to build it up. Which, see, whenever it comes to like complexion products, like your powder products, like your highlight, your blush, your bronzer, whatever, I kind of like to be able to build it up, and it's not like a product that's just like full-blown pigment straight away, because it's always easier to apply product than take away. In fact, it's nearly impossible to take away product, so it's always quite nice to be able to actually build it up. But yeah. Gonna do a wee bit of bronzing just at my chin, because that foundation shade's still a wee bit dodgems. Oakley dokley, will we get started on the eyes? I actually already know what I'm doing on the eyes today. I want to do something kind of graphic. Graphic, yes, but also keeping it fairly simple. I think I'm obviously just going to keep it just neutral tones for today's tutorial, so hence why I have this wee palette here. This palette is the Cold Brew palette. I think I'm probably going to be using like mainly in that shade there, but I'm first off going to go into this shade to act as my transition just within my crease. And of course I'm going to be taking my 01 big fluffy brush. Oh no, actually I think that might be a wee bit too dark for my crease actually. So I'm going to go back into this bronzer, right, and I'm actually going to take that bronzer shade, just popping this just within my crease for a wee bit of sun. Please raise your right hand if you're fed up with me talking about this. My brush collection. So, what day is it today? How sad is this, guys? It's getting closer and closer to the day. So it's Tuesday, so by the time I upload this video, it'll be tomorrow. So basically a week. And Buff and Blend is actually closing down. Obviously the brand that I have my brush collection with. And then that's it. We will no longer be able to purchase my brushes, so it's on clearance sale. So my brush set is on clearance sale at the minute, guys. Final reductions have been made. The brushes were originally $35.99, whereas they're now being reduced to $14.99, which is obviously better than half price at this point. But like, we're just at the minute really trying to like make a move and a push with the limited amount that we have left at the minute of a brush sets, because obviously like once next Wednesday comes, Wednesday the 30th of November, the brand closes down and that's it. I don't know what's going to happen to like all the leftover brush sets if we don't get them all sold, and I don't know, I just, because it's obviously my brush set, I've worked so hard on it and I love it, and it's just, you know, it's my product, I have my name on it, I don't want it to go to waste or anything, I don't want anything to happen to it, so I would rather like everybody bought a set. So I'll obviously like have everything linked and listed down below for you. So I'll put up a wee picture here on the screen of the brush set itself, but it's obviously like a 6-piece brush set. My previous video that I uploaded last night, but to use it'll be the one I uploaded on Monday. I done like a really, like an ultimate smoky eye where I went into like real depth with every brush and just creating like a really nice timeless smoky eye ideas. I'm going to be taking a mixture between my two kind of like flat brushes, so my 03 brush and my 05. So my wee flat packing brush and my wee flat eyeliner or eyebrow brush. And into the palette, taking this dark brown. I'm just going to take this eyeliner as well, the Made by Mitchell All Smudge No Badge liner in the shade, oh sorry, Make a Toast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this along the lash line first of all, the top lash line. Taking my 03 and dipping into that dark brown, I'm going to stamp over that liner. I'm going to take a liquid liner now. This is the Wet n Wild Mega liner. This is the wee brown one. I probably should have just used this liquid liner from the very beginning. Still taking that brown shade. Okay. Like the dark brown shade. Okay. Okay, so do you know what? I'm actually happy enough with that shape. So I'm now just going to go and stamp that shadow on. I've just glued up some wee half lashes. I think they'll go really well with this look. Taking the Potted Jealousy gel liner from Be Perfect and my 03. Taking the Colourpop lip liner in BFF3, 2, I think it's 2, yeah, 2. This is the wee lip situation, lip kit thing. It actually doesn't say like anything on the box or anything because I actually took all the outer packaging off, but it just has like 4 wee liquid lipsticks, I'm guessing. These are liquid lipsticks because I haven't even opened these yet actually. They have a wee nosy inside, so I think they're all like nude shades. Ooh. Oh, they feel really nice. They feel like velvet on the lips. Do you know, I actually really like this makeup look. So guys, thank you so much for watching. All the products that I did use will be listed and linked down below in the description box for you. Also, do keep in mind guys about my brushes. There's just a week left for you to be able to purchase my brushes forever. It's not really that funny though, is it? Thank you so much for the continuous love and support, not just here on my channel but over my Instagram and supporting my first ever collaboration. It really does mean so much to me, so honestly, like, thank you guys so much for that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next one.